All right, SPY still in a weak position. Doesn't look very sexy. Again, FOMC, people looking for fireworks. But if you're on a swing trading side, I don't see why you even look at it per se. It's something to be aware of, but it shouldn't. One day isn't going to break or make a trend. And at the end of the day, the thing I tell people mostly is with the FOMC that if you're day trading, do not day trade it using options or anything. Actually, on the futures, they widen the spread too, because they'll widen the spread so much to get you a shitty field, and then pretty much it's just a bad situation to be in. So in the options, they just spike up the IV to make the spreads wider so they can get more of your money. It's just free money for them. So just stay away from it. But again, a lot of people were very lazy over the last year with FOMC because it almost seemed like an instant buy signal for everybody. And again, at the points where we're coming, you couldn't argue with it, but you say, listen, that's some lazy ass trading if you're just looking at the FOMC notes and just trying to take it from there. And we're not in a strong position at all. Even with this, gap up, it barely moved at all. So I wouldn't see this as a strong position. On the QQQ, again, same thing. Gap up, it's just inside. Again, some people might say, oh, if it breaks here, maybe a double bottom. I don't think so. I think it's still in a weaker position for the short term, at least until we break that 50%, which you could look and see where those levels are in my past videos. Excuse me. IWM, again, another weak position. It's back below these previous highs that we were talking about. If this is an inside bar, again, a break of this low, and it continues and breaks this one, I think that we're looking for some movement downside. Diamond, do not let them fool you. Again, it could be just GM and Walmart and Intel that could be holding the Dow up. It doesn't take many names for that name to actually be holding up at all. Excuse me, the index, because it's only 30 names. So again, that's what I'm saying. You look at how much it weighs on the market and don't use it as a barometer at all. Baba is actually giving another weak signal, quite honestly. Baba is giving a weak signal, being that it gapped up and then just faded all the way down. So if you bought, again, you might be trapped in this one as well. GoPro is still looking weak at the moment. Again, it just needs to continue down, but it's still looking in a weak position. Who else? Tesla. Tesla's still in a weak position. Again, not much movement, but I still think it's in a weaker position just based on the price action on how it's going. So let's, you see that pretty much we're in this channel. If you draw some lines from here, connect those tops, and draw some lines here, you could kind of see the channel we're in. So we're not at the top of the channel, but again, we're at a sell point that I think that if it continues down, it definitely breaks that 200 and goes to the 175 level. Who else do we have? We have Apple. Apple, again, this is not a strong sign at all. Again, a lot of people want to buy the dip, and again, it broke the high, but this is not a strong signal at all. It breaks this low, and I think it just continues to the downside. Nothing about it right now is really screaming strength, in my opinion. But again, I could be wrong. But the indexes weren't really saying much today. So we'll see how this one pans out tomorrow. But I'm not looking at that one. Twitter, everybody got hot and bothered yesterday about Twitter, and I'm like, where the hell is the trend? And the trend is clearly down since about October. So why are you looking to just have this one damn day that you have some updates, and then you're looking at it like, oh, I mean, it didn't break above the high, so maybe a lot of people didn't get triggered. But even if you got triggered here, why did you take this trade? This is not a trending trade. Just doesn't make any sense. Netflix still in a weaker position. I mean, it ripped down and it's still in a weaker position. It breaks below this low and it continues. It definitely goes for that 300 level, in my opinion. We'll just see how this one pans out. Cat as well, another down name. Again, they're giving a little bounce, but I mean, it's ripped from here. So again, I wouldn't be looking at this to say. I mean, honestly, I think this is just a great target if you were in from here, and that's it. Like it's not. And again, if you're trailing your stop, maybe you keep your stop here. You should be well within. Maybe you take some. If you hit your target, maybe you could peel off the majority and just run it all the way down. But I see no reason why not to still be in the short for this at all. So again, we just want to see how this one plays out. IBM, another down name, not looking good. Again, this is where I said that we had some resistance, bumped up to it twice and rolled over. So I wouldn't be looking at things. It's just, you got to be really cautious with going longs right here. I'm just going to leave it like that.